10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, guys, so let's try and... Oh, Berserk, please, please, let me Berserk. Five is okay. 5 minutes is okay. I'll take 5 minutes. Let's try and play Tarash. This isn't so good. Okay. I'm happy with the position, obviously, here, because he's inhibited his development, the bishop. Shall I speak as if you are babies? I can explain as if you are babies. Shall I? Do you want me to? Yeah. I can do that. It's 5 minutes. Okay. He's blocked in his bishop, right? So, and also he's inviting e5. I don't think this knight's going to f4 particularly. I've got knight d6 check here because he's blocked in his bishop. He hasn't got knight f4. I would say this is nearly winning this position already. It's nearly winning on move 7. Like SSON. Like SSON. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh no. You know the thing that annoys me about Yasser Sowan? No, this really annoys me, right? Is his pronunciation of Mikhail Botvinnik, yeah? And I'll tell you why that really annoys me. Why someone says Michael Tal. Because it takes all the prestige out of the rich heritage of USSR chess to assume that Mikhail Tal is like Michael. Yeah, it's not pronounced like that. It really pisses me off. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just someone mentioned Soan, I've just got to say it really pisses me off. sorry, it really does. And I'm not usually one for pronunciation, but there's something about it, yeah? You know, they owned chess. You don't say their names in the wrong way like that. Not for Mikhail Tal. Okay, I'm not going to carry on about that. I'm just saying. Let's get back to this ball position. And then other people start saying Michael Tal. It's not Michael. I'm sorry. You know, look it up. Yeah, it cannot be. I'm sure it's not. It's just something I had to say. I just had to say. All right. I want to mate on h7. Yes. Even if it doesn't mate on h7, he's like losing here, isn't he? Nearly knight f6. Okay, he's got knight f6. Oh, he's got bishop a6 round the corner. So this might not be funny too much. Knight f6 for bishop a6. Okay. Okay, who's going to be laughing soon? Knight g4. He gets bishop a6 and he's probably getting back into the game. Is he queen g3? Okay, he's giving me knight g4. I'll try this knight g4, trying to deflect the knight from h7. Remember, the king can't even escape that easily because of this d6 pawn, right? I take here and then take here and then take here because this whole pawn chain is about to evaporate. Yeah, knight takes h6, knight f7, queen g6. But then some calculations needed. Alright, so let's start calculating. King g7, knight takes f7. Well, here it's quite easy because it wins a rook. So there's nothing actually to calculate. It doesn't seem as though there's anything to calculate. Okay, so what's happening here is basically these pieces are not moving. I've got things like a rook lift if needed. I've got this bishop pin, which is pretty enormous here. This looks like a total massacre game, yeah? Okay, it's a good game to get warmed up for the tournament, I hope. I'm not going to lose from this position, surely. Bishop g5. Okay, do you want to do a straw poll on it? Seriously, seriously. Let's do a straw poll on it, okay? About the Michael Tau. Let's get this cleared up, right? It's something which has been bugging me for some time. Let's do a straw poll, okay? How do you pronounce Mikhail? As Michael or as Mikhail? There's nothing biased about the way I'm creating the poll. Okay, here's the straw poll. Yeah, vote on it now. I don't want to bias you in any way. How I've done the poll, yeah. It's not meant to sway you at all. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Now what is this? What is this? Is this an opening invention? Have I got Queen H5? Is there creating some weaknesses or nothing else? I mean, he hasn't played my F6. Queen H5, I can create some weaknesses. I'm going to do this, not for the cheapo, right? But just to create weaknesses. Now maybe Queen D5. I mean, in fact, what does he do to Queen D5? What does he do? Rook H7? Does he have to do Rook H7? I don't know. It's crazy. Alright, so let's imagine he plays Rook H7. Oh, he doesn't. Let's plough through this diagonal then. That's Queen G7. What is this? Queen G7, Bishop F6, and then what if check? That's King E8. What if Bishop E6 first? Queen here, Queen G7, Bishop F6, and then I'm not mating him or anything. So this is a quandary. Alright, I don't want to run out of time particularly, so something. Bishop E6 or Queen G7? Bishop E6, Queen here. Get the Queen round. Oh, I'm going to go with Bishop E6. Just get the Queen round over here. Keep the Queens on for fun. The King's like being misplaced, so sometimes it's good to keep the Queens on if you can. If you can. I think I can keep the Queens on. And then even the battery's set up, and B7's attacked now. Let's imagine knight d7. Okay, let's carry on developing here. I got to get some bits out. Unless there's some knockout blow, I don't know. Knight c. I'd like to get some bits out anyway. Just because one advantage of being able to castle is to connect the rooks. See, connect the rooks. I want to connect my rooks. I'm going to take that knight if it goes there. I want to connect my rooks. Do I let that king escape? Maybe queen b5, a6, queen here. I don't know. Really? Queen here? What does he do about this pin? Let's just try this. Oh, hang on, he just takes the bishop. Alright, let's try not to lose all the pieces. Let's just keep that. It's a loose piece in a way. Let's just put it there. Let's just win this exchange over here and try and play this fairly simply. It doesn't warrant major strategic play, in fact. I think. Let's take away the e5 square though. Bishop d4. Let's protect this one as well for bishop d4 without losing f4. Have I made heavy work of this? Is that e5? Hang on. This pin. Am I making heavy work of this position? Or not? Bishop moves back. So he's using that pin here. Then surely he's under a little bit of pressure. Because this structure is now questioned. This pin is being exploited rather than the other way around. Okay, let's take that. Okay, now his king looks suspect for this rook lift. Maybe e6 to stop the king escape. e6 to stop the king escaping, and then rook b3 check, queen b7 check. Well, there. That's not happening. Well, there's this check and there's a check here because this rook's cutting the king. Oh no, I'm playing a question mark. Did he just join today? Please. January the 10th. Hang on. 2016. Wasn't today. It's good news. Okay. I worry about the question mark players. There's a big question mark over them. Alright, I'm on baby mode. I'm trying to explain things. Now you might wonder why I didn't want to just interrupt his king. Sometimes that doesn't work out too well because c6, king c7 after. Sometimes it's better to keep the central tension. Sometimes it's good to clamp any b5 in the future and just play simply like this, keeping this central tension. You see, I'm trying to keep the central tension. I'm not going to do this. It also gives black a better grip on the dark squares like c5 whenever you take. Yeah. So he's playing it well. Unfortunately, this is starting to worry me now. There's no obvious mistakes. Okay, but is this a mistake? Check. Check. No, knight g5, knight e6. Right here and then here. Although this is probably a concern. Queen b6. Oh dear. That might be a concern. I should have played king h1 perhaps. It's queen c4 here on f7. I suppose there's d5, knight d5, ed. Let's try queen c4. I'm wondering because of queen f7 and a rook left. Now this one I'm still going to play to win a few pawns. So hg d takes is winning another pawn, and I got this pawn then, and then I got this pawn. So I got that one, I got this one, and his king might be exposed soon. Might be. So I think there's enough compensation. It might be enough compensation. King here. Then what? FG. Oh. Okay. This is a tactical position requiring a lot of calculation. Probably. If I'm not completely lost, or black. You can't say you're completely lost just because you're a piece down in this position. If you can get some king safety struck up, some king safety issues, right? So let's say he takes, queen takes f7, king moves somewhere. There's no immediate rook left, but there is maybe, there's only the knight protecting the rook. So maybe fg, tempting the knight away from the rook, so I could just take here. Unfortunately, I know there's no check. This knight's in the way of the check. So actually, this looks a little bit as though it might actually be dangerous because of check. Okay, he's doing that. Oh, I'll do this. Get another pawn. Ah. Well, now I can take and knight c7, but he's got check, and then he gets out of the fork. I can play knight c7 immediately. He can take, and then bishop c5. Okay, so has he solved all the problems basically? What about queen d3? And if he ever takes, I can take this one. He's got knight f4, got knight f4, queen d3. He hasn't got rook d8. He's got bishop c5 check. He ends up taking there. I still take here. I still take there. So I think I'm wondering queen d3 basically on this part of the structure. Knight f4 threatens mate. Knight takes here. Threatening takes. All right. It doesn't seem to be, again, I'm not sure I'm completely lost or anything just yet. Well, am I? Because it looks as though thankfully I've got knight takes f4 there. And what's the situation? Okay, so we take here. I've got rook takes f4 if he plays that. I have to do that. Is there? There's bishop f7 as well. Takes check. Was it? Why bother playing No, I don't want to bother. I feel. Do I want to take that? Okay, interesting. Alright, I threatened with mate. Rook takes f4. There might be rook f6. Hang on a sec. He takes like this. Bishop g6 takes. Just the exchange down or something. Bishop d5. Pawn situation. Now it's equal on pawns. Down to 2 minutes. Down to 2 minutes. Alright. Alright, it's not completely lost yet. There's knight f6 check, queen takes. Doesn't help. Right, it doesn't help. c4 then. Let's see. Unfortunately, well, he can't take the pawn, at least I hope, because of knight f6 check. Because then I take this one with check. So maybe the pawn situation is okay for the moment. Hang on, there's 97 check on the weakness of the last move. That weak, you see that weakness of the last move, that he's left e7 unprotected. But even worse, maybe, is check here, queen here. But I'm not winning or anything, am I? Because his king goes here. No, it doesn't go there. Check, check. Goes there. Okay, I'm down to a minute now. Let's protect a4. Right, down to a minute. It's not good. Might be threatening knight f6 here. Nope. This bishop. This bishop is protecting d8. I'll cut this. Okay, 52 seconds. I'll have to move very quickly. Rook e1. What do I want to do here? Rook e1 for knight e7 for a check round here. Alright, if this takes protecting. I'll play rook e1. Does it give me knight e7? Is that any use? Not really. Queen c5, be careful. Queen here, queen c5, check. Queen here, queen c5, check. There's also this queen b2 for here, here. Queen b2. In fact, does that? Then I'm in trouble. I don't know what to do about the knight. He covers that diagonal. G4 or something. Can't do G4. So takes. Try and keep the knight for a moment longer. I'm always skewing the queen. This queen b2 could be dangerous. There's f6. Queen b2 here. G7 or here. Has he made a mistake? I wonder if he's made a mistake. No, apparently not. Wait, Queen E7, is that dangerous? I think I'm probably getting mated or something. Queen H5, I get mated. G4, getting mated. Unfortunately, it's all a bit dodgy. King goes up here. I don't think it's pretty doomed check. I'll probably get mated here. It all starts with Queen H5. I'm getting mated. Basically, King E3. Hold on. There's a check here. No, I'm taking the rook. All right, Queen H5, King, King E3. I don't know. King E3. Is that possible? If I can hold on a bit more. Queen E8 threatens. Why did I do that? I really didn't want to block. Oh no, okay. Let's just get the king off here so I can play Queen E8. This is not happening, is it? It's Queen B8 if he's not covered. No, he's got that covered as well. Oh God, no. No, it's just my king's been shot to pieces. Oh, I didn't see anything. Didn't see anything at all. I don't know if I missed any win. I'm not sure I missed any win, did I? I don't think I missed anything. He broke my streak, unfortunately. So a question mark player unfortunately broke my streak. It's a bit unfortunate. It's an unfortunate time control. But I think I've played it for the commentary, to be honest. I wouldn't go out my way if I wasn't doing commentary to play in classical that much. There is more time for commentary, but such an engine risk. What am I supposed to do here? I've forgotten. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. don't know if I can do this tournament. Okay, depending on what happens, should we play the hyper bullet at 9 o'clock, yeah? So pencil in 9 o'clock for the hyper bullet. I want to take here and then like f5, e4. Actually, this could be winning a... No, it's not winning. Yeah, is it? Maybe? I don't know. Bishop moves... There's no check. Because I've got the knight. That's an interesting position. Is he actually losing a piece? Alright, he's getting the rook. Then I maybe trap his queen? No. That's really winning the rook. Incredible. Is it? Am I not trapping his queen? Surely. Bishop b7. Queen takes. Bishop c5. What is he doing? Is that not trapping the queen? It looks as though it's trapping the queen. But also, even if it wasn't trapping the queen right, there's another issue with this position actually, that this battery would have been dangerous. If I can pin this one, then queen c6 is really dangerous on g2. So I'm going to go and pin that one for queen c6. So this is an issue. There's no f3. Okay. Got some points anyway. Not a complete wipeout. Actually gaining 18 rating points on this time control at the moment. 18 rating points, that's good. Alright. This is the leader of the tournament. Let's try a French defense. Oh, am I berserking him? Oh, it's too late to berserk him. I don't really need the extra point though. I just need to beat him if he's beatable. Okay, so this is a classical French defense, trying to undermine pawn center. Bishop e3, queen b6. But there's a technical line which would worry me if he knew about it. Right here, I'm not sure. I had this earlier in the daily bullet. Takes, I think, loses the queen. Does it not? Okay, I think taking here. This position, I'm hoping, is okay. This happened in the daily bullet. I don't know if you remember, if you watched the daily bullet. Knight here might be interesting. Okay, no, this worries me. Yeah, I think white's getting an edge with that. It looks a bit loose though, he hasn't moved these pieces yet. but I'm losing this piece. I'm simply losing this piece, right? Yeah, I think I'm simply losing this piece. So that justified the whole C4. Yeah, because he's got B6. He's got B4 on B6. So I think that's the end of that game, I'm afraid. I haven't got anything developed, and yeah. That's the end of that game. So these can be quicker than the daily super blitz, these games. Let's try it Gambit. Knight G4, it looks like a nice fun position. Anyway. Knight takes. Takes. Check. Takes. Well, it looks like fun. I hope it's a bit of fun. There's Bishop G4, Queen H2. If the rook moves, maybe I'll take. If the bishop moves, well, there's Queen H2. Alright. I can take that. And then what? Well, Bishop G4 instead. Okay, Bishop G4 might be better. Rook E2, check. We'll take the rook. Now I'm confused. Do I take the rook? Let's just take the rook for a moment and then go back here. Still got this pressing over his king. Bishop G4 and then try and get this rook in to the attack. Right, so Bishop G4. Where's the queen? Oh. There's a check. Okay, I might have to get the rook in like this. If I get this bishop E2, oh, it's pinned. On the bishop E4. Okay, he's let me castle manually. So F5. He hasn't got the check. He's got the check here. Bishop E2 unfortunately takes the queen, otherwise it is stopping F1. Unfortunately this check, but the thing is about this one, it's king here, and there's maybe bishop here to stop king F1. So I want to get this in without king F1. So I can't move it. Oh, Gordon Bennett. Okay, is there anything? Not particularly. Oh, bishop, hang on. Bishop H3 takes Queen F2. I think I might do this. Bishop here, because then there's Queen H1 threatens. There's Queen H1 threatens here. And if he takes, there's Queen F2. So Queen H1 is actually threatened. With that pin. So if it takes Queen F2, If king here, bishop takes g2. No, that looks alright for a moment. And in fact, I'm not even a rook down or anything, am I? It's rook 2 bishops. Okay, there's queen f2. Can you guys check this person's games out for accuracy, please? If you've got time, Gregory House MD. I'm a bit worried if I don't want to play an engine multiple times. If it is an engine, can you check for accuracy on Gregory House MD, please, if you've got time? I want to try and weaken d5. Right, can I not just take that? I'll try and get this knight. Oh, that's juicy. Oh, I like this position already. Let's put this knight here. Maybe set the exchange here. Knight f5. Takes his king's kind of stranded in the center. I think this Metanov would like this position. Alright, so rook takes, and then there's rook e1, simply just gaining back material. There's no need to calculate, I think. Alright, so the check, I'm not sure this is mating, although it might be coming close, actually. Hold on a sec, let's not rule this out instead of rook e1, because there's queen h5, threatening mate. What does he do about that? And if queen e8, there's the naughty queen h6. Checkmate. I don't know how he defends that. Let me take you through that in slow motion. So I'm going to treat you like babies, as previously mentioned. If we play knight takes f6 check, bishop's pinned, there's no king d7, king f8, we've opened up the bishop on f7. There's queen h5, threatening mate. In that position, let's just visualize that for a moment. Just visualize this position. How on earth does black defend f7? If you imagine queen e8 as a defensive try, the knight is actually covering g8, so actually queen h6 is checkmate. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this instead of rook e1. Can you get him out of the tournament? I'm not playing an engine with commentary like this. Can you get him out of the tournament, please? I'm not playing this guy again. I'm just going to resign. Yeah. Zero everything. Can you get him out of the tournament, please? I'm not wasting my time in this tournament with that person. I'm refusing to play him if he's got very high accuracy. Try French. A French defense is not as bad as demonstrated earlier. When you play someone that isn't playing at 3,700 FIDE plus or equivalent, it's in practice it can be an opening to use to get castled and get some pieces out occasionally. He's going to try a wing gambit, and this worries me. If he plays a wing gambit, it worries me. Nope. Okay. My dad was at BDH. He once many years back, and he told me like this Sturgeon was actually probably a really good player. That if you made one mistake against Sturgeon, and I thought it was outrageous what he was saying, that if you made one mistake against this Sturgeon, this was many years ago before computers, right? He said, you know, you would lose. And I thought, oh, chess is too rich for that. How can you ever play a game where just because you make one mistake you're definitely lost? But it's definitely true against the engines of today. If you make one mistake, you're basically lost. So in that previous game, I made a mistake somewhere in the opening. I don't know, you know, when he played knight here and I lost the bishop pair, and then he played the early c4. That was probably really technically accurate play for that one mistake. It was probably a lost position for black. But anyway, let's not talk about that game. This is another, hopefully not a French defense nightmare coming up again. So c takes, or h6, or f6 or f5. Cramped. I don't like the French defense. This is why I gave the French defense up in over the board. Ah, what do I do here? Knight f5. Now if I play knight f5, the problem is he could play g4, but does that matter? I'm not sure it matters, because the pawns don't go backwards. I could move the knight back and forward all day. I could provoke all the pawns forward and weaknesses later, you know. Or the knight could go here, maybe putting more pressure on d4. This is a classic like pressure point, d4 in the French defense. And then there's b2 also. But I've got 3 things now, 4 things, all pointing at d4 here. So what does he do about d4? He's gone. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. I don't want to spend most of the next 2 hours losing horribly. Yeah. Mind you, they would have been quick games, as that game demonstrated. I would have probably just resigned, you know, when I thought it's like +5 in my head. You know, when I'm like a rook down virtually or something. So, okay, he's dropping the center. This is good news. C takes. Is it good news? Is this a poisoned pawn? C takes. Is this a poisoned pawn? You've got to be cynical about this. Can I kick the knight back first? Do I need to kick the knight back first? Play knight takes f7. I'm going to take this pawn. I'm going to take it. Because you'll notice this bishop here, there's not going to be any naughty checks or anything, because I've got my bishop here. So this diagonal is sometimes tactically what? Okay, let me see what's going on here. I'm taking that. I didn't think that was that dangerous. Okay. Okay, things are hotting up here. Now, this attack, can I play knight takes e5? And the queen moves somewhere. Bishop. Don't need to give him so many checks. I can... Okay. I think I'll just take the centre. I'm going to take another centre pawn, protect g6. If queen here, bishop here, if cd, then there's queen takes d4, because my knight's working with the queen. So I'm hitting the queen, taking out the centres in general if you can do it. Okay, I'm taking this one. No, I don't believe the attack here. I don't believe the attack. I don't think the queen's got enough support for this. I don't think my king's even that exposed on f7 visually in this position. I think this is looking like a suspect attack, and in fact I'm going to get a counter attack soon. Okay, I'll push that forward. So there's a counter attack on the way with this h file. Let's put this bishop here, maybe this rook here, preparing to double the rooks. Nothing much to say about this because there's nothing really. These pieces are all becoming spectators in this position. Yeah, these are all spectator pieces at the moment. Okay, the one piece that is being developed though. Okay, gotta be still awake, I suppose. Knight takes. Take that one off. There's a pin with g4. Am I worried? Maybe I should be. And about the 2 minutes. I think I'll do this anyway, and if I lose the knight, I've damaged his king a bit more. Mind you, he's got bishop g5. I'll put the rook here. And he's got g4, mind you. Well, I could just sack the exchange and he plays g4. I'm playing this overly sacrificially. I'm sure there's a simple way of playing this position without having to sack the exchange or anything. But he's been so generous, you know, as well. So bishop g5. What about just rook e4? Rook e4 might be interesting. Okay, rook e4. He gets to play this. I'm hoping he's weakening his king, so I'm giving him a piece back because I'm so generous. In fact, I just want to set up, if given time, a little battery here. The battery, you know, adding more pieces in the battery. So let's set up a little battery. Okay. Or maybe over here, or maybe like this. 1 minute 40. What's the best way of setting up the battery? Okay, queen f6. There's bishop d4. I'm going to take that. Queen f6 to e5. Hang on. Oh, hang on. There's the hyper bullet. We're going to miss the hyper bullet, you know. Do we want to miss the hyper bullet? It's in 6 minutes, the hyper bullet. Quick poll vote on that, hyper bullet or classical. Missed the hyper bullet. Okay, I think you know, I think I won it yesterday because indeed that person that's crushed everyone was an engine apparently with flat time usage, completely flat line time usage, exactly 0.5 seconds a move. So if anyone lasted more than 60 moves, they would actually win on time. It's quite amusing. But okay, bishop d4, knight takes d4. That should be okay. Right, there's Queen E5 just to see, is he defending this? Is he creating some weakness? Is he defending? I'm gonna start losing my pieces soon. After F4 and Rook E4. Oh boy, that would be too funny. Check, maybe. I'll throw the check in. No, there's D7 after this. Rook takes. Rook takes knight G3. Alright, let's not lose on time. Please, let's not lose on time. Must not lose on time. 1 minute 10. It's getting dangerous. This bishop pointing at his king. Say queen here, bishop here for the check, saying here, then what? I can't, funny enough, this is the amusing thing about this position, I can't really see a way to forcibly smash through, even though I'm a kind of like 2 pieces up. I'm serious, it's not immediately evident. I was about to say, it's not immediately evident how I break through. But, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, I'll try and find a way through now, yeah, with the extra queen, yeah? I'll try and find. I thought this was going to be a really hard game. Okay, I'll try my best to find a way through somehow. Somehow there's got to be a way through here. Alright, okay. So he's going to make a slip up somewhere. I'm sure of it. Okay. Nearly. I had a forced mate there. If he wasn't count, I was a mate one there. Okay, I'll put that away. Yes, amazing technique. I was just looking at the position. I was thinking, how do I actually get through here? What's the chat like about that engine abuser? One average sensible. But the problem is he put it on for too long. He put it in for such mega accuracy. Anyway. So, are you the hyper bullet? We're sacrificing the hyper bullet at this point, I assume. Alright, I'll try and go back to baby commentary, yeah? You see, I've got this battery here, which is ready to pick up the dark square bishop. But I'm not going to do that immediately, because he hasn't committed to castling, right? I might just want to do this, because I might just want to gain space advantage as an alternative plan, yeah? If I put a knight here, any g5, it sort of kinds of rules out knight h5. And that's what I often do against the King's Engine defense. put a knight here, then this, then something like this. There's also things like knight f5 to open the g file. So this kind of structure is a very attacking one. I think this can be afforded. It blunts the bishop. He can try and blow the center, but it takes a little bit of time. Also, there's the d6 pawn. If he ever plays e6, I might take and hit d6. Right, I don't mind the light square bishops coming off, because black, if you look at the structure, is already weak on the light squares. So I don't mind the light square bishops coming off in principle. Although here, in practice, this b file could be dangerous. So I'm not sure about taking that. Maybe better just hang around and hope for the best. Try and just do a hack attack is in practice a better approach. If he's going to do this, let's have a knight here and just try and mate him quicker than he mates us. Basically, it's law of the jungle, yeah? In this position, it's the kings. The kings. But the thing is, my b2... I've just noticed, really, he's quite quick, because after taking on a2, b2 is actually pretty bad news. I can play a3 here, I hope, because of that pin. I'm tempted to do that to try and slow him down just a little bit, I'm hoping it slows him down just a tiny bit before I get hacked to death on the queen side. If I can take here, in fact, I can play bishop d4, and this horrible dragon bishop could have less fire to it if I can have bishop d4, yeah? So if I can pierce open this d4 square, I can play bishop d4. And I'm hoping it's not like immediate slaughter with the c file or something. Can I do this? Oh, is knight c4, knight f3 coming? Bishop e2. I'll take this. Right, I've got knight a3 to that. Can I take here and then g5? Am I too slow? Has he got knight c4 coming? No, I'll just take that. So he takes. I take. Knight c4 is on v2. This could be very quickly winning after knight c4, unfortunately, because he just does this and then bishop e2. Sort of, it's very dangerous. Can I try this? No, I'm falling to bits. I think this is lost. This position looks entirely lost at the moment. Maybe I'm being a bit pessimistic. I'll try this. It looks as though, because of b2, I'm actually really lost. Right, we'll take that. Got knight c4 still, and this looks completely lost. Hang on. Is it? Alright, I'm not entirely sure now if it's completely lost. If I take its mate in one, if I play queen d3, I don't know, he's got knight e4 or something horrible. Is queen d3 actually possible? Okay, this is the interesting thing. Knight e4. Queen takes. No, bishop takes. I think it's going to hack me to death. I think this is going to be like hack to death time. Oh, hang on. He might not have chosen the strongest follow-up to this otherwise tell-like game. That might not have been the best follow-up. At this point, the evidence visually, from what we can go on as human beings visually, this looks like I've got a chance. I've got a chance here with this game continuation. Yeah, small chance. I'm hoping it's more than a small chance. He's getting this horrible pin now. His pieces all seem up for it, you know, dynamically. This is the scary thing. Can I get 2 pieces for the queen? I wouldn't mind, I think. 2 pieces for the queen. Just to get rid of, you know, the 2 pieces, really. To simplify the position. Okay, that stops knight c4. Okay, sort of get this rook out of here. Get this b file. I welcome the simplification. Simplification, in fact. I welcome it. Notes, when I say Mikhail Tal, yeah, I don't mean Michael Tal, yeah. I mean, you know, Mikhail Tal. Mikhail, you know, Russian pronunciation, yeah. Okay. I'll play it from chessgames.com soon if you really want to hear it, right? Knight e3. Knight e3 coming up. Okay, so knight b6, c4, or rook. I can't. Can I win this knight ever, or is it? Oh, okay, I'm down to 52 seconds. Okay, this is getting time pressure sensitive. 51 seconds, but it's seriously material up. Can I really? Do I need? I can just simplify further now. Okay, I think I might have a small advantage here. Okay. Now there was a bit of a worry that game. I really thought I was getting hacked to death. I really did. That honestly, I think I was getting hacked to death. If you look at that game, I'm pretty sure I was dead lost. Something went severely wrong in the opening. Yeah. The question is, why didn't I play bishop d6? That's an interesting question. because that would have avoided losing this centre pawn for nothing, it would seem. The way I'm playing it, he could just take that, I assume. Right, can I castle? And then there's knight takes e4. I had this horrible game once when I was a junior against someone called Cutter. It was when I went offshore to one of the islands of the UK, Guernsey. I remember Andrew Martin having this time scramble against Webster. But anyway, it was a fun going to Guernsey. It was a lot of fun. And but Cutter hacked me to death. I was only a junior anyway, but I think I was still 190 ECF, or about, maybe overrated. But he hacked me to death. Black side. I remember this knight takes e4 tactic, even years later. Yeah, Cutter was good tactically. Have any of you been to Guernsey for a chess tournament? They have the Guernsey Chess Festival. Any of you been there? Any of you heard of Guernsey on stream? Yeah? Alright, so I don't know, you know, like D takes, Queen takes. By the way, sorry, you might think it's a trivial point about Mikhail Tal, but in fact, then are you going to say, you know, Mikhail Botvinnik, or are you going to say that horrible Michael Botvinnik? Are you really going to carry on with all the top Russian players, taking the mic out of them? Seriously, you know, it starts with one player and it carries on, you know, including other world champions. Yeah, you can't mispronounce, you know, more than one world champion. One is bad, but then two, yeah, is taking the piss, isn't it? I mean, seriously, yeah. Yeah, and what else? Let's go through the world champions. Let's check for the other Michaels. Hold on. Let's start from the start. Yeah. Let's ignore Morphy. Yeah. He was too late. It wasn't official. So we got Steinitz. Oh, we got a mate in one. Okay. Okay, Steinitz. There's no. Don't tell me William Steinitz, right? It's Wilhelm. Oh, cancel McAfee attack, please. Wilhelm Steinitz, not William Steinitz. Yeah, let's start with number one. Yeah. Then what happened after Steinitz? Lasker. Emanuel Lasker. Okay, I think. Yeah. Then Capablanca. Alekhine. Irva. Alekhine again. Then Alekhine died during World War II, or was assassinated. Either, I don't know. Botvinnik got the title by default. Mikhail Botvinnik, yeah, got the title by default. Bronstein challenged, failed, drawn match. Smyslov challenged. Smyslov, first name. Vasily. I don't know how to pronounce Vasily Smyslov, to be honest. Okay, so he managed to take the title. Botvinnik got it back. Then we have Mikhail Tal, 1960, got the title. Botvinnik got it back. 1961. Tal shouldn't have played the rematch. Kidney problems. He could have got a doctor's certificate. So, as far as I'm concerned, and the dynamic school of chess is the right way to play chess, because you can't, you know, because Mikhail Tal should have been world champion for longer, in my view. That's my honest view. He should have been world champion for longer. 10 years later, he was over 2,700. Yeah? Botvinnik was just a part-time player, you know. I think it's tragic, that 1960 match. I mean, the rematch, 1961. Tragic. Then eventually... okay, so Petrosian came on. Tigran Petrosian. Okay, just checking first names. Tigran Petrosian. Like Tiger. Then Spassky. He hated his Tigran Petrosian style of play. Maybe it wasn't the most exciting. But we had Spassky, the Fischer. Great. Karpov by default. Kasparov. Anatoly Karpov. Gary Kasparov. This is a classic minority attack. And I'm not sure what I'm doing here actually against this classic minority attack. What am I doing here? Actually, I can see one plan. If I wasn't getting pinned, King G2, Rook F for Bishop E6. It's going to break the structure soon. Why can't I consider taking that? I think this is lost, isn't it? I can't see where my counterplay is in this position, funny enough. This looks like a very classical way of winning, which is funny because it is in the daily classical. This is absolutely classical stuff with the minority attack. It seems a lot more dangerous. Alright, let's imagine it's not that dangerous. It's not going to win the c-pawn by force. I know, even the bishop's protecting the rook. Oh, I don't know. It feels, it's got a lost feeling. I've got this lost feeling about this game here. I'm sorry, it just looks completely lost. I think I'd like to resign here. It's just that the structure is so bad. Oh, okay. I'll play a few more moves. Maybe like that. Maybe there's a grovelly way of playing this, but no. D4 is going to drop. This is going to be horrible. I think it's all dropping, guys. It's all dropping. I'm going to resign. It's all dropping off. Hey, I'm going to turn the chat off here. A bit distracting, potentially. Playing Sicilian defense because it's trying to get rid of the pawns. Now, you might ask, why am I trying to get rid of the pawns? Because if you've ever played the French defense, you'll note something about the French defense, that sometimes there aren't any pawn exchanges. And if you're a tactical player, you'll sometimes notice that the more open the position is, the more tactics are important. So, unfortunately, I've played the Sicilian, and we've got this dodge now to handle. Yeah, so much for the excitement of the Sicilian defense. Okay. Try and get a nice knight on c5, get the bishops off. A nice knight on c5. Ah, hang on, this bishop's hanging. This knight. Okay, he's gifted me a nice piece to have. I like having an extra bishop. It's fun having an extra bishop. Okay, so this extra bishop, put this one here, I suppose, guarding d5, and it's protected as well, so we'll take that horrible knight off, and then maybe f5. My back row is potentially weak, I suppose. But the way he's playing it, he's going to get mated. The way he's playing it pretty soon. Okay. Yeah, so I've noticed I had a bad over the board season a few seasons ago. The French defences I kept losing. I kept giving the opponents free hands, and I wondered, you know, Paul George had once noted that the French defence is not my style of play, and I thought he was just teasing me or something, but no, I think he was right. That Sicilian defence, and he knows me so well, because when I played the Sicilian defence against Paul George once, he played a really obnoxiously sterile positional approach. I think it was a c3 Sicilian. I think he played a c3 Sicilian and didn't give me any counterplay. It was a horrible experience. He was actually higher rated as well at the time, so but he kind of put me off playing the Sicilian, because then all these other people play these horribly obnoxious anti-Sicilian weapons, yeah, and it puts you off playing the Sicilian defense, yeah. When the Sicilian defense, if you go back to the 60s, 70s, you know, was a very, very exciting, you know, opening before all these obnoxious systems turned up. And it's 3.5 against this guy, and he's played like in a way which does actually, unfortunately, worry me. It makes a lot of sense, and yet he's played it very, very quickly, and it makes a lot of sense because e5 has been stopped. This is going to be horrible, isn't it? I'm just going to be pawn down for nothing soon, or if not now, I don't know. There's no e5. What do I do? It is still a 5-minute game. Okay, let's just sack a knight then. Come on then. Aha. Can I take and d6? Should I be worried? Yes, I should be worried. I should be very worried. Oh dear. This is not happening, is it? I don't believe this is going to end well. I've got this sneaky suspicion Black's a piece up and is about to consolidate. And he's also ranked 2 in the tournament. Unfortunately. D6. It's not going to end well. I berserked him. It's not ending well. Can I get the piece back? Hold on. Get a piece back. Oh, I didn't expect that. Keep pawns on light squares away from the bishop. Fix this one. I think I'm going to offer a draw soon. Let's just offer a draw, not resign. Is he accepting a draw? Not really. Am I dead lost here or something? I wouldn't have thought I'm dead lost. I just get the king over here. The rook's on nicely on the 7th. Doesn't want a draw. Threatening mates nearly. If I was guarding f5, this check goes here. Well, hang on. This is okay. I don't mind the simplification here because my king can win this and queen this. It wouldn't take me like too long if I played my cards right. I'll get the pawns off the dark squares though. Setting f2. I get my king there. He's letting me queen. Well, I've got a whole minute. What is he doing? I'm really confused. I expected to lose that. I 100% expected to lose that game. Honestly. I was close to 100% expecting to lose that game. Right, I've got this line. Oh, golden bennett, what's this? Okay, I'll take. I think Paul George's mentioned this in one of our French defense videos, dual commentary. This line, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, dangerous. What was in that video? What was I supposed to? What was I supposed to do? Bishop e3. Or I've forgotten now. Check 92 just to get castled. I can try and get castled without this bishop b4. Being a killer move. What's d5 here as well? Without this business, check. d5. Take d6. Don't know. Well, I don't know. I'll try it. I'm out of my book, I'm afraid. It's a rare idea, this 94. I've forgotten. I don't know any of the theory. I'm just playing this just because I look. D6 looks good. At first glance, it might not be, because black's got the bishop pair. Okay, my centre isn't crumbling immediately, but you know, bishop pair. It's going to play bishop b5. It's going to be horrible. It's probably going to be horrible, yeah. b3. Okay, let's play it here. Oh, he's got to undermine. He's got to undermine. I think he refutes what I've done. Okay, queen here. Just take this one. Bishop c6. There's nice treble pawns, but bishop c6. He's not going to let go of his pawns. I can try and get this one, I suppose. Still double pawns. Bishop e3. Well, his double pawns, he has got an entry point on the d file, so I'm wondering about this position. Two sets of double pawns. If I can get a pawn back immediately. Now if I play this, I've got rook f2 and he rook d2. I'll just contest the d file, the 3-2 pawn majority on the queen side. Or I can play bishop e3, have a situation which I don't really understand. Okay, he's still got the double pawns here. Let's just swap everything off and get the king to e4 later to get these pawns. Maybe there's some sort of zugzwang in a king and pawn ending coming up. Right, I put my king here. Does he want this king and pawn ending? Fine. I'm going to put my king here. Do I need to do something with these pawns over here? No, I don't think so. Maybe, oh no, maybe I missed my chance. Hold on. I can create an outside pass pawn here. Kick this king out. Let's get e4. I'll create an outside pass pawn. And I can sort of scoop all these up. My king's going to go like this, this, and then over here. That's the general route. If he takes there, I'd play a5 queening. So I'm just going to do this. Okay. Okay, nice these endings, huh? Get more of them in the daily classical. I think we might be in the podium at this rate, you know. This is quite a lead in the tournament. I think this is overall, I have to say, a more pleasant experience than the Super Blitz earlier. I don't know what you guys think. Do you not think this is an easier time than the Super Blitz earlier? The berserking doesn't seem to lead to instant time losses. Not as good as the hyper. Yeah. Okay, so here I'm probably berserking, right? Oh, the rank 2 in the tournament. I'll play e4, which is best by test according to Fisher, which is an interesting comment to make. Best by test. Yes. Okay. Or White's games in its last throws, Breyer, after e4. Let's play, I don't know, Roy Lopez for a laugh. Bishop b5. So Roy Lopez, named after a Spanish priest, one of the oldest of all openings, which I don't know much of the theory of, but I think it goes like this. Okay. I actually spent less than like half an hour in total against an IM last time I played the Roy Lopez with black, this kind of setup in the London Classic, and he spent about 2 hours. I spent less than half an hour and I got an easy draw, but I felt really sick after because I wasn't really playing for a win, and it felt really bad. And if you really want to aspire to being an IM or something, you've just got to think of winning with either colour. I think in a Swiss tournament, it doesn't matter who you're playing, just try and win with both colours. And I felt bad. Yeah, it was although I mean, I don't know, after during the game it was fun to draw with black, and not much time spent, but yeah, after it wasn't that good, the after effects. Okay, so we're playing the rank 2. We've got this classic Roy Lopez position, but is it so classic? Probably. Is he fianchettoing his knight or something? Why did he do these weaknesses? Stop a knight coming to f5. Bishop e3 might be possible to open up the centre, or a4. Bishop here, bishop here. Bishop here is interesting because it stops his bishop f8. I think I might go for this because I might want to get rid of that bishop. I mean, maybe. Well, he's coming to f4 after. Probably not the greatest idea. You know, if the bishops come off, then this maneuver is even stronger. So I'm wondering about bishop h6. On the other hand, this is a great way of losing on time in the classical, to think about this. Knight f4 business. Okay, if I have a little plan, a quick plan of opening up the centre, let's go with that because it keeps f4 controlled a little bit. I want to just quick plan of opening up the centre. I think. Maybe. Let's do this. Does commit the bishop here? Why would it be good to commit the bishop there? Okay. Actually, I can do this. Okay. Knight here. Yeah, that's another plan. I think I've seen that before. Knight here. Now you might wonder why on earth I'd be interested in this position, and I wonder myself. It really achieves very little apart from getting rid of that potentially defensive knight. Hang on, there's another idea of moving this knight. I've just realised I've unblocked the f pawn. So I could follow up with rook f1 and f4, and then sneakily trying to get f-file pressure and this bishop at the right time to b3 for f7, believe it or not. That could be an attacking way of playing this position. But, I mean, for example, knight f4 doesn't seem entirely bad here. It's disruptive. I mean, what do I do? It's disruptive. Can I just... I don't know, if I play this... When it goes... Oh, it's not got that. Knight goes back. Then I play knight g4. I've delayed the whole f-pawn plan. It's got things like d4 coming up. Can I do this? I wonder if there's a point where I might be able to take on f4 without getting murdered. Okay, I'm losing a piece actually. So maybe this is the point I should consider taking. 2 minutes. I can't really spend too long. Does he support that somehow? G5. Possible the bishop's hemmed in, although it might sneak back to this diagonal, but even then C4 maybe. No, hang on. If he plays G5, we've got this check, and I can go here. When he plays bishop d6, he loses that knight. If he takes here, okay, taking that, queen takes, then he's got bishop d6. Then this bishop seems a bit dead. Okay, I don't think taking with the pawn is helpful. Let's protect this bishop for a moment, because I want to play potentially d4 without the bishop being hanging. But on the other hand, d4, bishop e4, okay. This pawn it's recovered at the moment. d4, e5. In fact, e5 is potentially threatened. Does he go back? Isn't e5 on the cards? Because there's e takes on bishop b7. Isn't that? Am I imagining this? I've only got a minute and a half to think about it. Oh, I'll do it. Bishop b7, I'm wondering e takes, it doesn't lose a piece or anything yet. Rook takes, I take, am I getting the queen trapped? The bishop's pinned, so as there's no bishop b7, but if he takes, okay, takes here, alright, take here, hold on. Alright, hold on. Is he getting e2 or something? He gets e2. Oh, he takes on e2, okay. Is that bishop trapped? I just play f3 and king f2 after the bishop's trapped, isn't it? Isn't it just trapped on e2? So I'm just wondering, bishop takes f3. I'm going to play king f2 and swallow this bishop with my king, carnivorous king. I'm going to demonstrate that here, I think, with f3, king f2, because this rook is tied down to that pawn. Ah! I didn't see that! No! He breaks the square open. Oh no, no, this changes the picture. Black's better. He's changed the whole picture of the position. I didn't see this. Okay, the whole thing is crazy stuff. Why didn't he play that immediately though? I thought he'd be onto these pawns immediately. Take here first, so that's not hanging. Am I just pawn down? Oh dear, I'm a pawn down. This isn't good. I'll try and bring my king over here. I thought e5 was so good. Get this in here. Oh, he's not letting my king cross. Can it? I'm gonna go here. He's got me good. Zugzwang-ish. He's gonna win another pawn. He's got me good. Rook f2. And the pawns come down. Okay, okay. No, I didn't see that at all. Anything like that. The whole thing with e5, I just didn't see anything like that. It's too much calculation for me in the time limit. I'm not sure I was unlucky. You can't say the word unlucky with online chess anymore. It could have been completely and utterly calculated by the opponent within a second in online chess, the whole thing. G5. By H5. Oh, this is some sort of theory I forgot about. but maybe I'll get some sort of pressure. I get knight to e5. Drop another pawn. Mind you, there's a check. Double rooks first. I got double rooks. Bishop takes check. Actually, rooks. Okay, yeah. I take, then check. Win the rook. Hang on. Well, okay, I'll take the bishop or the rook. I might as well just take the rook. I'll take the pawn. Okay. I'll take the rook. I'll take the rook. Okay, here there's a check. King e7. I want to play 95 without dropping f6. F6 was okay, so king e7. A4 just break the structure. And so bishop takes check. Check. No, come on, think. I'm going to take the rook. Hang on, that simplifies. Takes check. Check. I'll have to simplify. In fact, I'm like 2 pieces up. I mean, I can take here, but he's attacking that. He's taking here 2 pieces up. Okay, so I'm going to play this, protect the pawn, and this to win that one. Just queen now. There's not much to think about. Surely. Apart from stalemate. Oh, okay. Yeah. I have to check out that game soon. Okay. Or not. I can't be bothered. No. Okay. So in 1990, then I'm 4-0 up. He's Berserk back. So we're playing a 5-minute game, basically. And I'm playing this gambit. Oh, he's rank 3 in the tournament. Hold on, okay. Oh, I should be worried. He's rank 3 in the tournament. Should I be worried? If I take, he's got check. And then this is like pinned. Let's just do this. Takes and then he's protecting H4 from this. Takes knight 3, E4. Right, get the queens off, come on. I'm trying to get a pawn back. It's not going to happen, is it? I'll get the bishop. Right, that's something, this bishop. Even though this is wretched structure, at least this dark square bishop is something, a little trump. I saw this video on YouTube the other day. This GM was going on about this line in the Grand Prix attack, and it ended up with White having treble pawns at the opening. But it actually won this game in the Grand Prix attack against Greg Shahade. It's on online chess lessons. Anyway, but no, what was interesting, he said, oh, you know, White's got a few little trumps, and that sort of thing caught my attention. You know, so it doesn't matter if it looks wretched. You know, look out for your little trump. You know, trump cards. But here, I mean, the bishop is not major, is it? I mean, also, you know, he's probably it's F4 square. I don't know, maybe the bishop covers that. Maybe the G file. I mean, okay, I've got a little trump here, the G file. I'm going to use it. I think, you know, if you, I mean, I just thought, you know, some people get maybe negative in chess, right? And so it's interesting, you know, the GMs are probably really optimistic, even if the position looks wretched, you know, thinking, what little trump cards have they got, yeah? So, okay, so HG, but I don't know, the bishop here is like, unfortunately, I can't do that. Knight takes, he's winning the bishop. So carry on F4, I'll take this guy. Use the H file. Probably only, I don't know, no idea. Let's use the H file. The bishop's covering B2. Oh, the tournament's over anyway. I seem to have won the tournament somehow. Okay. Yeah. So we are the champions. Has to be said for the classical. Well done, everyone. Thanks for your support. Thanks for evicting the engine abuser who would have mauled me game after game. Yeah. Anybody that contributed to reports for that engine abuser, much appreciated. Yeah. Okay, so okay, is the bishop any good? Is it any good? Can I play bishop d6? Yes. The bishop, you see, is a little trump card, isn't it? Already here, or not? d4, d4. At least stop that pesky knight getting to f4. Well, there's bishop e5. Oh, there's knight g2 check. Well, that's pretty nasty stuff. What do I do about knight g2 check? It takes knight g2. Yeah, takes king c5. Don't really entertain that. Do something else. Let's just do something else. King d2 or something. Over here. Okay. I'm walking into another horrible night fog. Not yet, right? There's a bishop fork to show him. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll get this pawn. Well, get the king up for e6 or not. This one. This one's weak. Bishop d8. Yeah. No. I'm just going to take it. I don't want the bishop too far away. I want it hugged by one of the pieces so it's not hanging. Get this pawn going. Wow. Okay, another tournament win. It's good winning these tournaments, isn't it? Okay. Comments or questions on YouTube?